go ask LL how many if he made a whole album dissing Jay and why he ain't put it out. But I heard that shit. I think LL could probably beat Jay in a battle in the Verzuz.
I'm energized, women lie, wrong guy, numbers don't. Started talking power moves, that's right when she got close.
It's Young, the one who do it. Numbers don't lie, that's the movement. Now let's get to it. We got Dame Dash. He on the Art of Dialogue. I know. He talking about JayZ once again. I know what you guys is thinking. Dame Dash is a JayZ hater. He can't talk about nothing else but JayZ. But to be honest, this time around, he's actually talking positive on JayZ's behalf. And he's talking about LL Cool J on the negative side of things. So let's see what Dame Dash got to say.
Was there ever any issue between LL and Jay?
Nah, all I know is we battled LL and we burned him that day, pause, when we was younger. I had the tape, but Jay lost it. And since that day, L never got over that shit. So I've actually heard albums, and because L was my man, he's a funny nigga. Like he's like a dude that you would like. He's a cool dude to hang out with because he snaps a lot. He's funny, and me and him cut each other up. But he don't have a mustache, so we can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not snappy. It's over for him when me and him snap. But without that mustache, it's over. We can't snap. You know, he made albums completely, and these albums were ill, just ripping, dissing Jay, but he never put them out. I'd be like, he's still like a lot of people got issues with Homeboy, and I bet you there's a lot of big artists that got records for this guy that they just didn't put out. Because you go ask LL how many if he made a whole album dissing Jay and why he ain't put it out. But I heard that shit, and it was good. Like LL could rap, and he's very competitive. You know,
I'm thinking that the reason why LL Cool J wasn't able to put that out is because they was both on Def Jam, so that would be a conflict. They didn't really have no real beef like that. It was probably just competition, I'm assuming.
He's a real rapper. He's the type that be like, yo, you be like, yo, what's your size? It pulls. He'd be like, your size. Like, that's why I fuck with him, though. And he could take snapping sometimes, but, you know.
So that actually did happen. They did have a battle. Because LL, he always denies it.
Yeah, Jay ripped him, though. I ain't gonna say that. Jay, it was bad. Yeah, we was laughing at L. I think he gonna say he didn't, but I remember he said the Funkadelic Relic rhyme, but before it came out, and Jay said some, you know, he did one of those. We was like, get that Funkadelic shit out of here. Like we were laughing at him. It was bad. It was embarrassing. It definitely was. It was something like a guy that has that much pride. I doubt he ever got over. I think L could probably beat Jay in a battle in the Verzuz.
Hell no, Dame. Now you smoking. You smoking, bro. LL does not have the songs. I just don't see it.
Because LL has a good show. You know, LL been doing it. He's not like LL for probably, you know, Busta Rhymes. I think Busta Rhymes, you know, Busta Rhymes is on his Busta Rhymes shit.
Hell no. There's no way Busta Rhymes is not being JayZ, bro. He just don't got the tracks for that. He can do all the show he wants to. He could jump off the wall. He could do cartwheels. He could literally fly. He's not going to beat JayZ. He doesn't have the songs. Now you sounded like a hater, Dame.
Because about your show, it's not even about the songs. So when Dipset took that L, it was because of the presentation. It wasn't because song for song. It's just that they had a better show. You understand what I'm saying? So like,
see, I hate this right here. I really do hate this right here because when people say this, because I was one of the people that definitely said the Locks is going to smoke Dipset. Now, was it about the performance? Absolutely. The performance was a thing that we do got to take that into account. But they had tracks. They had tracks since back in the 90s, Bad Boy days, that people just rocked with, that moved the culture. You cannot say it's not about the songs. Because if it's not about the songs, you can't go and perform something that nobody knows, that nobody wants to hear, that nobody ever heard before. That don't make sense. I hate when people do that. And I feel like, Dame, you doing that because you from Harlem, and these dudes is from Harlem, being biased.
It would probably, because Jay's always had a whack show. He's terrible on stage. That's why I used to do the Dame Dance because he was boring. Like he just, all he gonna do is this all day. Nobody want to see that. They was looking at me. I'm the rock star on the stage. I made it look cool.
Yo, that's funny, but I do think there's some truth to that. JayZ did look crazy when he was performing at times.
And it wasn't that I'm not gonna say I don't like attention. Like you get on the stage and have girls screaming and you tell me how you feel. I don't give a that shit feels good. Pause. But that wasn't me trying to shine the light. He just was boring on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now, I do agree with that. I can say that JayZ doesn't have the biggest stage presence, but the thing that happens is when you make that much music, when your catalog is that crazy, you can kind of like, you can make up for that. You know what I'm saying? You could do theatrics, especially when you got that much bread. So I really still think it's going to come down to the songs. If the songs is that crazy in people's hearts and people's minds, it don't matter. Like JayZ's going to do his JayZ stuff, and that's going to blow someone that's a fan's mind. You know what I mean?
you tell me when the last time you was like Jay has a great show. When have you ever said that? He ain't doing. They're not doing with Travis Scott. If you bring out a lot of guests, that's not a great show. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all right, Beyonce comes out. Okay, great show. No, let me see you do a show without all the theatrics, without all the bullshit, and make people go crazy. It's not like one song. You have to be able to, that's why I said Mos Def with Blaze and Pause, because his show is too good. Like he's too good on stage.
I fully disagree. And this is where I'm like, Dame Dash, I get it. I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're going. JayZ's show is lackluster for sure, but the music makes up for that. And these artists that you're naming, like Mos Def, come on, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be in the building going crazy for Mos Def over JayZ. You're out of your mind if you think that's true. But I understand what you're saying from an artist perspective, from you being a CEO, from you being part of the music in that sense. Yes, what you're saying is true, but the fans don't care.
He plays instruments. He'll start singing on you. And he can dead nice rapping. Most is, you got to see Mos Def rap. And he don't give a, he's a real artist. Like, to me, Most is really, Kanye is like more commercial Most. But Most is the god, pause, of that movement. It's Mos Def.
Yes, Dame, but nobody cares about underground right now. Let's keep it a buck. Most people don't know who Most is.
You can't get no cooler than Most. He's crazy, Paul, sometimes. He's a lot of energy in the room. But overall, talent-wise, from what I've observed, the ones that are really good are not controllable. They're not monetizable. They don't show up on time because they just care about their creativity.
So, Dame, if they not monetizable, how you gonna say they gonna win in the Verzuz? If they not monetizable, that means they ain't really make no bread. They not marketable, and nobody knows them. For real, like you cannot tell me if you put those two people together in a room that people are gonna actually vote for Mos Def over JayZ. It's not gonna happen.
And they hate people exploiting them. Like every time I talk to Mos, he'll be in another fucking continent living. Like, oh, I'm in South Africa. When I used to talk to him a lot, he was always doing something that no one else would ever do in history. Or we'll go to a haunted mansion in fucking New Orleans. Like, imagine having Mos Def as a friend. It's a lot of fun. There's a couple of people that are cool to have as not the relationship of like fan or business that are really cool to have as friends. Like I like there's a couple of people that I'd be like, those are my friends when I see them. You know what I mean? Like Be Real from Cypress Hill. That's, to me, that's my best friend. When I see him, he's the coolest to be in your crew, is to have Be Real smoking with you. But he's mad cool. Like I f with him. You know what I mean? When I see him, he's like, you know, I look at him as a brother. And I don't see him a lot, but when we get high, we talk. He's just a cool nigga. Or just being able to kick it with like Raekwon, you know what I'm saying? Or Taj Mahal. Like just real, like I said, like LL as a person is a funny ass nigga. Y'all don't know him as a person. Like he's cool to have as a friend. Like you gonna laugh all day and snap and be competitive.
Yo, all that's cool. Everything I hear Dame saying, that's cool. That's amazing for your life. That has nothing to do with people getting in the Verzuz and going at each other. I don't care how cool somebody is. I don't care what their life looks like, how they are with their friends, what kind of car they driving. You know what I'm saying? How they treat their employees. When it comes to the raps, if you're not better than somebody, you're not better than somebody. I don't care what your personality and character is. Because sometimes I don't even like people's character, but I can like their music. You get what I'm saying? Unless it goes too far. And there's names that I don't even need to say. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that whole situation? Do y'all really think that LL Cool J got smoked by JayZ in a battle back in the day? Do you think LL Cool J really wrote a whole album dissing JayZ? Will we ever hear that? Will anybody actually leak that joint now that it's out? Now that it's on the internet? Because I really want to hear what that sound like, man. That's history right here. That would be dope, honestly. And then we can have the argument about who is the real GOAT, because we know that that's a phrase that LL Cool J coined. He said he was the greatest of all time. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Make sure y'all hit that hype. Make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't already. We back every day at you, man. Peace.
Y'all that are new to the page, my name is Youngness. I'm an artist. I'm a songwriter. I'm a content creator. I'm also a real person just like you. I go through real issues. So I just wanted to give y'all some positivity and let y'all see my real personality for a second.
If nobody's told you before, I need you to know life is about belief. And belief starts with the Creator. It starts with God. So, in order to see something in reality, to see something happen fast in your life, it depends on how much you believe in it and how strong that belief is. Now, I need y'all to say this, man. Repeat this with me and feel it in your heart. I'm surrounded by endless opportunities with overflowing resources and divine favor. And with the God-given wisdom, discernment, and discipline, I don't just maintain them, I multiply them. Continue to say that. Continue to believe it in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit. And watch your life transform.
Men lie.
Women lie.
Numbers don't lie.
Make sure y'all go get y'all NDL hoodie, man. Get all y'all NDL apparel. I'm going to drop the link. Y'all see the joint right here. We got the good maroon joint. You see the established 2014 for y'all that know. Numbers don't lie.